Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, KB Moto. Tonight I'm going to discuss a couple things that we did the other day on Sunday, rather, 2 days ago, the other day. A buddy of ours that I know from work, he knows a guy that was holding a private hard enduro race, if you will. It was like 10 people. And he asked me if I was willing because he knows I like that kind of stuff, pardon me. And of course, I said, sure, why not? I have the Honda 250F, obviously, the CRF. It's the trail model, but I have taken it to its extremes. So I figured, why not? What are we going to do? So we get there Sunday and we do this. I should have recorded, but I knew if I was going to have the camera, I was going to be extra pressure, and I just really wanted to focus and see what was in store for us. By the way, to leave all the other stuff, the details behind. My son did very, very well. Like, God bless him. I mean, they're obviously young. They're youth, and they don't care. And they have no worries. They just fly through the stuff. And they passed me so many times. It was great to watch. But me, it was a challenge. It was really rad. It was great. I mean, I didn't get hurt bad. The only time I fell was like right when we got there. Actually, there was a whole ice patch around his berm, and I was following the guy on the quad. I saw him slide out. I was like, uh-oh. Boom! And as I fell, there was like I guess a mom or a grandmom leaving, dropping this off some other kid, and she's like, oh my. My son's sitting there rolling by me, cracking up. But that messed me up. God! Took a big one. I had like 4 layers on. The thing still got through. Hip, rib, shoulder, knees, and toes. But it was all in good fun. But anyway, the rest of the trail was, through the woods, up, down, left, right, branches, knobs. The biggest, I think, branch, tree, log we had to jump was 2.5 feet diameter. But there was like all this crap in front of it, so it was like a rock, so you can bump wheelie and then bump right over them. It was just easy. That was easy. But when it got hard is when we got up to the top of the mountain more. There was these glazed big boulders and little boulders and logs all mixed together with dirt and other stuff and leaves and branches and knees and toes. And the dude got off, the guy that was way in front of me, this kid was on a 450, just a regular 2006, I think it was a Kawasaki. I just hear him because I know where to go because I was following the sound of him. Bop, 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 bop. And I just heard him silence out, and I see him running down through this path, and he's trying to point me which way direction to go through the rocks. And he's like, just go through here. I just made it. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's really rad, but it was like a little thing like that. But it was only this much clearance, about a foot. And as soon as you got through the V of the rocks, it was like a other rock that went like that, but that was covered in green algae. Or moss, rather. Algae. Sorry. And whatever. I made it through it. It was awesome. No ding, no dang, no nothing. We get to the top, and he's like, you go to the top, just follow my trail, and you'll see the rest of the bikes parked there. And that's the hill climb. I'm like, okay, hill climb. Okay. Get to the hill climb. Fast forward 5-10 minutes later. And get to the hill climb. Hill climb is like this. Steeper than your stairs. Steeper than any of your staircases. We're talking maybe 45, 48. It was up there. On this hill climb consisted of boulder, boulder, boulder. One tree stump root that comes through here. And this muck this deep. And these dudes are just bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Right up. My son said, you're not going to do it, Dad. Don't do it. Don't do that. I'm like, why? We have to do that. We have to try. That's amazing. That looks so fun. As any dude would. And gal, or whatever, person. And I try to get a run up just to gauge it. They're like, you need a spot? You need a spot? I'm like, no, 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 let me try. Let me try. And I'm fidgeting because I get nervous because I'm actually thinking about what happened. And I get up halfway and I didn't make it. And so carefully, roll backwards down the rest of the hill. Front brake dragged the whole way. Get a run up, go 3/4 of the way, hit the root, pop up the root. Yes! Bah, 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 bah. Back wheel just sinks in. Just killed it before we can do anything. Dropped it down, tried to turn it around. If you ever try to turn your bike around on a hill that's steep, full of muck and fluck, God bless you, and you better be in shape, because I was winded in 5 minutes. It took me almost 5 minutes to turn my bike around. There was nowhere to go. It was boulder, me, boulder, tree stump, and then hill and slop in between. So there was nowhere to go. Long story short, made it back down, gave that up, turned around, went back all the way back down, and we just rode the rest of the race part in itself. And there was another way around to go instead of doing the hill climb, in other words. And we all continued the fun play race. And that was that. The bikes, I posted on Instagram, but I forget to put it on the YouTube because, that's just mad time. It's very hard. I know you guys that do these videos do a lot of work to make this shit happen, because to do the editing and this, forget about it. Anyway, my bike's toast, dirty as can be. Angelo's, his was pretty beat up, but he got nothing, no dings, no nothing. I ripped my handlebar, my grips, bent my clutch lever about 2 inches, and scraped some plastic and just dirtied her up really well. But it was a good moto. I don't know what the hell I placed, probably last, but in my mind and for everyone else, it was all smiles. It was all fun. No one got hurt besides me, if you want to consider that hurt. Yeah, it was good times. So whoever does do hard enduro out there, you're the man, you're the gal, you're the pal, because that is no joke. And I'm willing to do it again. I'm going to actually reach out to them and see if we can get up there and practice, because that boulder stuff's no joke. I mean, especially, if they're dry, okay, but being that they're covered in the moss and all the other stuff, dude, that is some serious riding. And these tires, I ride the Pirellis, the Scorpion XCs, and they handled. Angelo rides Maxxis racing tires, and he flew through that thing. It was just a good experience. Very different from anything I've ever done. They were asking me if I was going to bring Rhonda there too. I said, possibly in the future. I'll take that bike up there, the XR, because that's what she's made for. But it's not so much just flat trail. There's some serious climbage, and I wouldn't want to take that on a hill climb yet. I have to practice more and get more familiar with that height and that beast of a motorcycle. Same thing with Gwen, the CRF. I'm starting to shiver because it's cold. It's 24 degrees, I believe, and it's not 23. So, and I'm wearing a little skibib of a hoodie. Yeah, what are you gonna do with that? So, that's this video. Like and subscribe if you'd like. If you comments, leave a comment. I'll try to answer. But we're gonna start working on the bike. We already did. I tore everything down. Now it's time to scrape her, clean her really good. It's doing okay. Piece by piece, take everything off, get it washed, ready, plug everything up. I already flushed his radiator. That was fine, refilled it. Everything's still intact because this thing was full, so we had to pick everything out. We cleaned it there with their hose, but everything started freezing at the end of the night, so this is all we can get off. Took the mud flap off, but you'll see in another video what I'm working on. That's that. You guys have a good evening. Bye-bye.